What is the energy of blessings? What is the energy of abundance? What is the energy of turmoil? What is the energy of scarcity? What is the energy of goodness, happiness, love? Feeling a sense of contentment and inner joy. Not the external joy which the world shows to you, but the inner contentment, the inner peace which you have, understanding that everything is a temporary phase in the world and your life on earth is just a speck of dust in the time span of the universe, and meaning to your life is only when you do something in terms of the future. So now let's discuss what is the energy on a personal basis. What are these energies on a personal basis? What is the energy of goodness, abundance, blessings, the inner contentment? And what is the energy of deprivation, turmoil, the energy of depression, deprivation on a personal scale? I would say it is a very simple test. It is a very simple test, because if you are feeling an inner contentment within, without too much of joy which the world shows as a joy to you, but once you feel and understand the truth of life, as I mentioned, that your life is just a temporary speck, and that our lives have meaning only when we transcend our bodily wants and enter the greater want of the universe. Once we transfer our energies into the creative source of the universe, our life on earth becomes much more meaningful. Not just meaning, it's a part of the yesterday, today and tomorrow, and in turn our lives on earth become a blessing. And everything which we want in a bodily sense will be given by the universal force, not according to your bodily want, but in terms of the goodness of the universe, the goodness of the universal force, which will be much better than what you wanted. As I mentioned before, what you want for your body on a human sense, in your human thinking and your human intelligence, might be a curse in your life, would be a curse for your body and for your soul for eternity. So once you move from that sphere of thinking to the eternal force thinking, by being gratitude, by being grateful, by being with the energy of gratitude, the energy of the gratitude is the tipping scale by which you move into the energy of the universe. The more you're focused on your body, you are deriving into the energy of deprivation. You're driving into the energy of turmoil. So the basic stepping stone and the basic leap of faith which you make for yourself, your body and for your life, and in terms of your being, having a meaning in the today, yesterday and tomorrow with the eternity of the universe, is by being grateful for all of the smallest gift the universal force has given you to keep you alive. I've already mentioned, you're living now, you're breathing now, you're experiencing life now because you have oxygen the universal force has given you. You've sipped the water. Without the sip of water yesterday and today, you wouldn't be the way you are today. Your children wouldn't be the way they are today if they didn't have the universal energies with them. Your children wouldn't be running around. Our children wouldn't be running around with the energy if the universal force didn't provide it within our souls. So we experience universal energies of life all around us, and we fail to be grateful. Now, being grateful is not being extremely thankful, it's to acknowledge that the universal force has given you these things for free to keep you alive and then prosper. Once you acknowledge it, then you're getting into the realm of the future. You're getting into the realm of the understanding that your life on earth will have meaning and purpose and will be a part of the yesterday, today and tomorrow. Once you dwell on the energies of the future of our planet, the future of our children, the future of every child on earth, the future of every soul in the universe, the future of the life forms which sustain all life on earth within our universe. Once we move into that sphere of line of thinking through gratitude, our lives is a blessing on earth. What we think is a blessing in terms of material wants on a human scale will be nothing in terms of what the force of the universe will give us. Our lives will be much more blessed in the material sense with the force of the universe. It's the force of the universe which will drive us into the future. Your material desires, which might be a curse in your life in future, will not be a desire once you move into the realm of thinking of the future. Let's move into the greater level of thinking through our understanding today. Let's move away from the cares of our flesh. We can make mistakes. Every human makes mistakes, but once we understand the truth, we will have a much meaningful and a life of clear purpose. Once our lives are devoted to the future of our planet, the future of the universe, the future of our children, the future of yourself. When I mean the future of yourself, it's not about your life just on earth, which is just 70 years, 80 years, 100 years to the maximum. I'm talking about the future of your soul also. Our soul. Our body is just a vehicle. So just let's not lose our soul and our body by being extremely focused on ourselves and achievement about our bodies. I fully understand that this kind of concept has been sold to millions of people, that running behind wealth is everything in life. Doing everything for your body is everything in life. But what is the end game of what is happening today? People have lost the meaning of their lives running behind just physical wants and desires. The real want and desires, once it moves into the future, makes our lives on earth a blessing. Not just materially. In case you wanted a car which had the most prestige value, you might receive another car which might be equally much better, but which realms with the energies of the universe, which moves with the spirit of the universe, which might be the most efficient, which might also have kinds of system which does not pollute the earth. It might be the most fuel efficient in terms of cleanliness for the earth. It might also be the fastest car with the latest gadgets and equipments to move you from one destination to the other in the fastest pace, avoiding the traffic. You will also create systems by which people do not unnecessarily buy cars but can use public transport systems which are much more efficient. I'm giving you small examples, So when you are going away from the realm of thinking of just your body and into the universal sphere of the future, it does not mean that you're depriving and then being a complete spiritual individual or being a saint. You will have the same kind of prosperity and much more, but not just on a human bodily scale, which is carnal, which is just like any other animal. You'll move into the realm of thinking of the universe. You will move into the abundance of the universe. You will move into the greater blessings of the universe. The greater blessings of the universe will hold your life. The mere animal mindset will move away, and any kind of carnal energy which is coming against you, you will deal with it firmly. You will deal with carnal energies who is influencing in your life in a very firm manner, in a very determined manner. You will use the laws of your land to deal with carnal energies. As I said before, the carnal energy which does not want a good future for our children and their greater grandchildren, the future of our earth, is just 0.1%. It's just 0.1%. All of the humans on earth want a better future for their children and their greater grandchildren and the future of the earth. It's an absolute inner instinct between all humans. But that 0.1%, it's a carnal vermin energy. And if such carnal vermin energies come against you, you will have to deal with the law of the land. Because the law of the land, as I mentioned before, is made for the future generations. Is made that future generations prosper. Let's replenish our earth, getting into the practical sense, by not just living in a dream. When you're moving with the energies of the universe, when you are being blessed by the oxygen that you breathe, there are 1% energies which you do not want. A good oxygen for your children, that energy has to be dealt with firmly. What I mean is, your child and their grandchildren must prosper into the future. If you do not act, you are, in fact, destroying their lives into the future. Any vermin energies, and also by being inactive against vermin energies, which might be small vermin energies, but you should understand those vermin energies are just 1% of the earth, but they're still there. Once you are decisive and act with the law of your land, in meditation with the universal force, you will also be blessed abundantly by the universe. When you're taking action against a vermin which is destroying the future of your children, future of your grandchildren, when you're taking action, decisive action against such energy, you're blessed into the future because you're in sync. Your mind, your body, your spirit is sync with the future of our universe, the future of our world, the future of our children. Let's replenish our earth. Today, let's discuss as to what is a blessing and what is a life in turmoil, or what we call as a cursed life. To understand, I think we should go through different ways of people understanding blessings. The word blessing is being used everywhere, especially in religion, and also when someone has a lot of material wealth in their life, it's termed as a blessing. But what is exactly blessing, and what is exactly a life in turmoil or a curse? What do you understand by a blessing? When you have to understand blessing, you will have to separate your body from your purpose. If you're considering your blessing as the material possessions by which your body enjoys for a limited period of time, or for temporary happiness, it is taken as a blessing in the worldly sense. Because sometimes when you make a prayer, and most individuals, when we make a prayer, it is asking for another item. Now the item might be something small, it might be cash, it might be money, it might be even a holiday, it might be even a big house, it might be a possession of someone else, it might be real estate properties, it might be 10 lakhs, it might be 10,000, or it might be even 100 million or billion, So blessings are associated with a prayer of asking for a material return for the body. And during the prayer, your mindset and your body and your being is being expressed through your body's desires. Now, what is your body's desire? The body is one like any other living being on earth. It's just like any other living species on earth, except that we have a mind and a creative mind to create something that's totally different. But basically, once we ask things for our body, for our environment, for our family, for our position in the society, we are dealing directly with the body. We are dealing directly with all other species of life. We are just like any other species of life, except that the degree of want is much more in a human. As I mentioned before, an animal would want much more food and maybe a good environment to be. But as a human, for the body, you will want much more. So when you are asking for a blessing, you should know as to what the body requires and what your soul requires, and how your body and soul can be in tune with the blessings, which is an absolute blessing from the divine. Now, as you know, many and most of the blessings which we ask for with a physical desire might satisfy our needs for some time, and then it kind of makes itself obsolete in terms of satisfying our desires, and we want more desires. And the one what we ask for sometimes and mostly turns out to be a kind of curse in our lives. We're asking for a lot of money, and then the money comes in terms of our bodily desires, and then the money comes and the money is made out of a negative energy, through the energy of turmoil. And the bigger the money gets, the bigger the problems arise, because once you make money from the energy of turmoil, you attract a lot of turmoil in your life. You'll attract all kinds of people within your own turmoil thinking. The energy of turmoil envelops you. So any kind of positions which you get on a turmoil energy will turn your life into turmoil, be it the biggest blessings, be it the biggest gift. It will turn a curse in your life if you're asking it from an energy of negativity. So what is real blessings? The real blessing is to, again as I repeat, move away from your body and get into the greater purpose of your being on earth. The greater purpose of your being on earth is to work for the future generation, the future of our planet, the future of our earth, the future of our universe, and the future of the beings within you, the future of the children and the greater grandchildren and all of the children of the earth, the future of the air, the water, the systems of the earth. Now you can turn this into a blessing in terms of what you do in life. You can get into any profession which pays you good and enough, but which is focused on the future of our world, for a brighter tomorrow. You start any business, envision a business which would give a brighter tomorrow to the future of our children, the future of their children, future of people 100 years from now, 1,000 years from now. They will thank you during the times, and your own turn will be blessed in your life on earth. Your ideas will go creative. Your ideas will be accepted by hundreds, thousands, millions of people, provided it is an idea which germinates into the future, which prospers into your future. So the material things that you ask with your body will do you no good if you do not have a focus on the future. Let what you ask for in terms of blessings be a mindset by which you ask in terms of the future. And when you really pray and when you really get into meditation, you do not have to ask the universal force for what you really require in terms of your life, in your bodily desires. You get to be thankful. That's the first step towards blessings, towards divine blessings, to be thankful for all the things that you have. The divine force is given you for free, for you to procreate, for you to get into abundance, for you to get into the right kind of thinking. Let's not be one with all of the other living species of life. The divine gift of God, again as I repeat, is our gift of creativity, which differentiates us from all other species of life. We are doing injustice to ourselves, and we are getting a curse into ourselves by dwelling on just our human requirements, just our bodily requirements. It is an affront to the divine intelligence given by God. The intelligence of creativity differentiates us from all other species of life. So once we accept that and then move into the energy of abundance which is within the universe, our lives will be prosperous not just on earth but also into the future. If we are going to dwell on the energy of turmoil, that is the energy of the curse. You're bringing a curse into your life because you're doing things from the energy of turmoil by trying to grab from someone else. You're focused, your bodies and your mind's ability. You have completely forgotten the ability, the godly gift which is given to humans. And it's a divine affront. It is a divine, it is something which you're doing against the Almighty in total negligence of what the divine force has given you. And once you have that kind of mindset by just trying to steal, grab, or trying to get into some kind of business by which you just want to make money fast without thinking about the future, you're inviting the greatest curse in your life. You're turning your life into a curse. The only way that you can get into the blessings of the Almighty, the real blessings of divine prosperity, is to move with the intelligence of the universe, to move with the intelligence of the divine force of creation, the divine force of all life, the source code of God. Let's replenish our earth. As a human, when we are born on this earth, over a period of time we have a positive side, we have a negative side, we have a bright side, we have a dark side. We are one with the source of creation. Also we have the carnal instincts within us, which makes us one with other species of life in terms of getting food as fast as possible. And also we have the dark energies of turmoil, which is one also in the universe. The turmoil energy is also within every human on earth. But what is the crucial difference between going into a life which is prosperous for you personally on this earth, your family, your children, and also the greater society, country, and a world? What is the right direction we take in terms of our human abilities, our human energies which we are born with? As we know, as I've said, the bright side, the dark side, the energies of positivity, the energies of negativity, the energies of creation, and the energies of turmoil. You must embrace both your energies. You must embrace both your energies. But what is the difference? Why do you embrace both your energies? If you're living in this world, if you're going to be only on the creative side, if you're going to be only on the positive side, if you're going to be only with the energy of creation, it will not work for you. It will not work for your family. It will not work for your society. It will not work for your country. If you're completely focused only on the energy of positivity, you also have a dark side. The crucial difference is using your dark side for the betterment of humanity into the future. Now, how do you use your dark side for the betterment of humanity into the future? How do you use your energies of turmoil also for the betterment of our world, the quality of air that we breathe, the water that we drink, or the seasons, or the gravity, or the trees that gives us the best of fruits, the birds which pollinate those trees, the seas? How do you use our dark energies for the benefit of the future generations. Everyone has a positive and dark energies. It varies in degrees. Humanity and people born on this earth have the creative side and the negative side, the dark side, in different degrees in their minds as an instinct when they're born. But the crucial difference is to use your dark side for the betterment of humanity. I'm going to tell you how. See, when you're going on this world, when you're moving in this world, when you're moving in our earth, in your human body, when we are moving in our human bodies, our soul is one with the creative force of the universe. Our soul is one with the energies which created all life on earth. Our soul is one with the energies of creation. You like it or not, every piece of cell within our body is a part of the creative energies. Every part of matter within our bodies, everything that we see around us, including our buildings, including the trees, everything is a part of the initial force of creation. Now, when we know that we have a dark energy, we should also know that we have this dark energy to help us navigate in this world. There are vermin energies coming against us. If you're going to forget about vermin energies coming against us, you're doing a misdeed to the replenishment of our earth. You're not accepting the fact that there are even just 1% of people on earth, as I said, who might not like the best for your children and the great-grandchildren and the children of the world, and for a better lifestyle into the future of humanity, which includes quality air, water, wind, seasons. There's vermin energies. And if you're going to be all on the positive side of creativity and say that you're going to work completely towards the creative side, the vermin energies can affect you, in complete freedom. So it's very important to use your dark side as a defense. Use your dark side as a defense for the betterment of the world into the future. Your dark side should be a defense against the vermin energies which might affect your child's future, which might affect your society's future, the children of the world's future, the air that they breathe, the quality of air, water that they drink in the future, the seasons, the food that comes into the plate. You would be able to give your greater grandchildren and generations which might be 100 or 1,000 years from now the best of food if you use your dark side for defense against the dark energies which might come against you in your effort to replenish the earth. Without using the dark side, you will not be able to work with the energies of the universe. You will not be able to transcend your body and into the greater realm of understanding that you're working along with the universal energies for the future, and thereby your life on earth is also being blessed. You're also receiving everything that you want on earth, not by your thinking, but the greater intelligence of the universe, the greater intelligence of God is going to work in your life because you're working for the future. And then you're using a dark side as a defense against vermin energies which might come against you in a quest of helping your children, the greater grandchildren, the children of the world, and every living being into the future. Let's replenish our earth. As we know, every major country which is the strongest in the world, we also tell they are strong in the terms of economy, they're strong in terms of their defense, they're also strong in terms of their spiritual understanding. So these three things make a strong nation. A nation which is only prosperous on the financial side is going to lose over a period of time because the defenses are not right. Or if a nation which is only spiritually, where all the people are into happiness and goodness and being spiritual, one with the creative source, will not last for a long time if they do not have a strong economy as well as a defense. Basically, the defense of a nation is the dark side. The weapons are in stock. They might never be used. But that's dark energy. If there is negative energy coming against Our children of the future, the unborn children, the unborn generations. You have the difference within you. You have a dark side to be used against vermin energies. Sometimes people say, our fellow humans, and also on a broader scale, the world, they're saying that if the universal force, a God, is going to be with you, why do you need defense? No. What's most important is God has given us an intelligence, It's very important. The universal force has also given us intelligence, which is different from all other animals. So all what you can do on a human scale in terms of defense, to replenish our earth, what you can do on a human scale through your dark side, the dark energies which you have. When you're confronting a vermin energy, you cannot confront it with good deeds, or the vermin energy does not understand something which might be very good, because it has a very specific purpose to destroy the effort of replenishing the earth, which might just be 1% of the world. That just 1% of the world, if it's not confronted, can destroy the oxygen that your child breathes. So, or it can destroy the water, pollute, through the messages, through different means. As we know, we had the example of the recent epidemic, which started off from a nation and then spread across the world. But it's not about the virus, which was very potent. The reason why it spread was it was not stopped at its beginning. The virus was allowed to operate. So in the same way, there are vermin energies across us. And those vermin energies can in turn instigate other vermin energies. They're just 1% of the earth, we should understand. And as long as we know that our children will be safe into the future, we must use the resources of our dark energies. The resources of weapons of the strongest nations are a deterrent to anyone who would cross the line to act. Any nation on earth which is strong, both in terms of economy, military, and in a spiritual way, will act once certain lines are crossed. Once you know that your child's and the greater children of our earth's future is at stake, we must act against vermin energies which might come against us. It might be on a small scale within our premises or within our earth. It might be. But they're just 1% of the earth, as we should understand. And those kind of vermin energies have no kind of, mind which thinks that is good or bad. They're up to one cause of spoiling the oxygen that we breathe or the water that we drink. I'm saying on the broader sense. So let's move with our defenses. Let's move with our dark energies. We use our dark energies for the betterment of the future, so that we move from our bodily wants. We do not use our dark energies for our bodily wants, Once we start to use our dark energies for our bodily wants, we succumb to it, and then we get into the energy of depression, turmoil, and the energy of a curse, of an intense curse on our lives. Our lives and our generations turn a curse once we succumb to the energy of darkness within us. Let's make a pledge that any kind of dark energy within us, which is natural to all kinds of people on earth, it's natural to have a dark side. We are born with a good side and a dark side. So once we understand that our dark side can be used for the betterment of future generations to confront vermin energies which might come against us, and our children and the child of the future, and the air, the water, the seasons, the food that we eat, the hydrating water that we drink, the rains that we experience, the sunlight. These are basic things which will be the most greatest blessings for our children and their greater grandchildren and the children of the earth and every living species on earth. So let's move in sync with the energies of the universe. As we understand, the universe itself confronts dark energies. If there are energies coming against the force which sustains all life. As I mentioned before, you see in the night sky, there are stars which blink. There are certain comets also which start to blink, They're working against the force of the universe which sustains everything. And then they are destroyed. What you see as blinking is a stage of destruction. And then it becomes a part of the creative force. So anything which happens within the universe in terms of creation or destruction is for the balance of the universe, so that everything goes as per the order of the universe, as per the intelligence of the creative source of the universe, the creative source of God. Let's replenish our earth.